Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Sloa from UDG. So, in this episode, I had to make a lot of cuts, mainly just for a lot of mistakes I've made. But I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as you did the previous episode. So, right here, I'm just kind of searching things, just trying to see if I can find anything. Mainly, I'm just looking, making sure I don't forget anything, which I ended up doing forgetting. Don't worry, I'll get it off screen, you guys. So, and then I'll end up showing it to you guys afterwards. Anyway, so here we end up leaving, having troubles with the door here. So we end up just going ahead and leaving town. There's nothing in Warri Forest here except for the item I just, like I said before, we just forgot. I completely blew over my head. So right here you're gonna see like these little, like the smaller. This one is the fact that they're easier to kill, and they're like a lot weaker, and they're not gonna give us a lot of experience. So I'm trying to avoid them as best as possible, except right here. Right here, you're gonna see me make a cut. I'm gonna try and make cuts from battles because I know they're just super boring to watch. I mean, if you guys want to watch them, just give me a notification. I'll go ahead and. So right here, this I kind of messed up right here. You'll see what I mean in a second. I ended up going through the text once again just a little too fast. But hopefully you can read it. If not, there is another chance for you to read it a little bit later. But for now, I'll kind of give you just what he's saying. Alright, so basically what happened is this guy came out from Shining Light. I know it's freaking weird and religious, kind of weird shit here, but so pretty much what happened was he's coming by, he's telling us that we need to bring this baby, and the mayor over here is telling us that it's just some crazy monster that is cursing the city. But the man basically wants us to bring this little baby to God's tower, and you'll find out why that's prevalent later on in the game as we continue on. And he's telling us to take it to the Cave of Fear, and from here we go ahead and end up resting up. I decided not to save the game. We wake up and she just says it possibly was just an illusion. So from here, I take a second to do something to get adjusted. Same with, again right here, I'll make another pause. I just make an adjustment real quick. Anyway, so we head on out. And for some reason, like, the monsters, I don't know, like, became super strong over a day or something. All of a sudden like, all the monsters aren't running away from us. So right here, monsters chasing us. We get away luckily, but unfortunately right here we end up knocking right into one. So we go ahead and make another cut. So and then after the battle, obviously we just continue onward. There's not very much to commentate for this. Sorry if it seems pretty boring. Again, another cut right there. So we get here, this is the Grave Road. So Grave Road, if you go all the way to the end, like, you'll just find a tombstone of the great hero that used to be from your town. But we're going to go ahead and make a cut left here, and we're going to head on, continue onward, and then get into another fight yet again. So up here, there are some new enemies, crazily enough. Here, okay, so I decided to cut it first, but then I realized, hey, this is new enemies. I want to show them off. So these guys are complete freaking jerks. Like they give freaking terror. Terror is like basically you cannot attack. You cannot attack. You need bubblegum to cure it, but unfortunately I did not have any with me, so I had to just run from the fight. Alright, so I just want to get my ass kicked. So after the fight, I ended up using a candy bar to go ahead and heal up. So right here, we end up. Sorry, there, stretch. We end up having to drop the baby off, and this part is always so sad to me because I always hate watching him having to go into the cave, and we're just not gonna be able to save him or anything like that. And then we just get to watch the sad part here. Okay, so I ended up going over to the cave to try and show you guys what happens if you try to go in there. It just kind of like stops you from going and just tells you to let's go home. So that's what we end up doing. We just ended up heading back home. And then end up getting to a fight. So here there's a huge weird cut. So pretty much what happened is I ended up forgetting to turn it back on. So we ended up cutting back to here. So from here, you're pretty much just seeing the same thing that happened before, just over again. So I'm gonna shut up. You guys can go ahead and read it again if you guys missed it from last time. As they always say, it's only just a dream. But so main character, whatever you named him, as in my case, Sloa, he ends up deciding he wants to go save the baby from seeing the dream again. So we head out on a great another escapade to go and save the baby. So from here we're just kind of obviously just walking along. The fucking monsters are finally easy to kill and whatever. So we're walking along the path. Like I said, not much to commentate. If I'm cussing too much for you guys, do let me know in the comments below. I do have I cuss like a drunken sailor, as I always say. If you guys have problems with it, just let me know, and I'll go ahead and try to make sure I do this because I cuss less. I don't know why I was having trouble figuring out what I was saying. So here I ended up getting into another fight. Thankfully I didn't mess up the cutting right here. So from here, traveling onward, heading to the cave. She's asking if we're sure we want to do this, and then she's kind of like saying that she's gonna always be with us no matter what, and then she kind of ends up doubting herself, or trying to make you doubt yourself, and then she's like, oh never mind, and then you head on in. So from here I was gonna cut it, but since I messed up the cut before, I decided I'm gonna continue onward just a little bit longer. So here's some new enemies, the Sonika and the Barafint. Like you're gonna see me butcher names all quite a bit to the game here. There's gonna be quite a few cuts myself. Okay, this guy was a jackass and got a huge crit on me, and so I end up using I have to use a health. I'm gonna use my recovery items, which I'm pretty low on items right now. Thankfully, I ended up getting a hamburger there, but it's not gonna, it's not unfortunately gonna last very long. Right here, we pretty much try and dodge. We're trying to keep out of fights as much as possible for now. Mainly for the fact that there's, I mean, I'm doing fine on everything. Right here, I was gonna try and see if it's like a new fight, but it wasn't, so I just ended up cutting it out. And then I ended up accidentally forgetting to turn it back on. But there I ended up showing that we ended up opening the chest there and to get another fight. Yeah, this place is like crawling with monsters. See, and then I ended up figuring out to cut another one, and then right here got into yet another fight after I cut it out, turn it back on. Saw that I didn't have any items. I was like, okay, screw this fight. I'm just gonna run. So, okay, so from here we head on through here, and we're going ahead and get some more items. There's gonna be some items we're able to pick up that are actually gonna help us a little bit to get us through here. Over here, we're gonna go across this bridge, and we're gonna find the treasure chest, a hamburger. I mean, like, I don't know who'd want to freaking eat a freaking, you know, a Big Mac or some shit that was in a fucking treasure chest or some shit, but you know, whatever. So we ended up using the hamburger. We ended up finding, it's pretty sweet. So we end up like completely dodging the enemies here. Like if you ever played this game, you know how impressive that is. I actually pull something like that off. So I ended up finding a bronze sword, and I think that was like a toy. I think it was. I can't remember what else was supposed to be in there, but I think that's actually a little bit later. But we ended up finding the bronze sword. We ended up equipping it, which actually gives quite a bit of damage. Compared to having the short sword. See here again, I juked the shit out of him again. There's gonna be one other time I think I end up like juking him really well. Yeah, right here. Here's another time I end up like, okay, so actually I think it's after this one is the last time I ended up doing a really well placed juke. Yeah, right here I think is the well placed. Like right there, like it was just absolutely beautiful. Like I said, in this game, like if you ever played this game, you know how well positioned this is. So wherever I was gonna cut, but then I realized the game was a little too short, so I came back and decided to talk to these guys. They're kind of talking around, trying to figure out if they want to bring us in. I mean, the fact that we told them that we're looking for like this little pink monster. You're gonna probably notice that the sound get kind of like cut, the music kind of get cut out a little weird. It's mainly for the fact that I had every time I turn off the emulator and then come back to it, it'll do that. It's weird. Anyway, so they decided that they're gonna take us to their elder, and we're gonna talk to the elder from there. It really honestly looks, he honestly looks like freaking Snoopy the dog if you look at him, like a green version of Snoopy the dog. Yeah, telling him that we're looking for the pink monster, and they know about this pink monster, the pink monster they speak of, and they want us to do us a favor before we can go ahead and find them. The favor is pretty simple. You're gonna find out. God damn, I gotta stop stretching. Dang, recording. Is eating up their supplies. And what's it's saying pretty much once it's finished eating their supplies, it's gonna pretty much start eating them. Oh, okay then. That was weird. So we ended up going out here, and I ended up changing rooms because there's literally no music playing. So I exit and re-enter because it seems the only thing that actually fixed the bug. I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen more during the Let's Play. So right here, we go in here, and this is pretty much a shop. We go ahead and purchase some items. So I was like, sweet. So I go ahead and buy 2 toadstools and some candy bar, and I'll fill the rest of my inventory with candy bars. You'll find out a little bit why I bought 2 more toadstools along with getting that one on the well. It's gonna come up here in a little bit against the enemy, the boss over here. Also, I go ahead and save just in case. But the boss here is honestly a complete joke. So, I mean, there was really not much of a point to saving, but I did it just in case. Because you never know how unfortunate you might be. Okay, so we end up exiting, and right over here, up these stairs, we go right here to this random door, saying this must be the storage room. So we go inside, and we find this weird looking thing, which is the Mushmar. So it like makes some freaking weird noises, and so we go into our first boss fight. I love this music, by the way. So first things first, I go ahead and stun him with a toadstool. It's easy as crap. It's probably the best. It's probably the thing that makes this fight super easy. Again, especially the fact that I got a crit right there, and then take him down, one more hit, and just good to go. Like, so the reason I bought 3 though was the fact that I thought I was going to need 3 due to the fact that the second one won't actually hit, but the third one will. The first one will hit, the second one won't, but the third one will. So buying 3 toadstools is the surefire way to win this fight with little to no effort. But since I got that crit, I knew I could just easily just take him out in 3 strikes, and like I was saying, like that was really simple. It's probably the easiest time I've ever had for that fight. Like as much as how easy the fight is, it really can be difficult. So he ends up opening it up, telling us that our little baby friend is just outside there. Also, he decides to give us this weird looking wind-up toy. So here he winds it up, and this is Mr. O'Neill. This is a living toy. Living toys on this game have a very big deal, on this game. You're going to be seeing me use them quite a bit throughout the game. There's going to be ones I'm going to be using especially, mainly for the fact that like the more you use them, the stronger they are throughout the game. So I'm going to be using a lot of them during fights to go ahead and get them grinding up and stuff like that. So yeah, they're just in there talking to Mr. O'Neill, trying to find out about them. They were created by Professor Zippolito to make the world a little bit safer. Basically, just to help you fight monsters. All of them do like different things at different times. You'll see that throughout the game. A lot of the ones I'm going to be using are ones that are going to combat. There's going to be a few of them that are going to heal and stuff like that, but mainly the ones that just kind of give status amulets. I'm not really gonna use. I am going to go over here because they said that there's another living toy in here. Mainly reason I'm getting this is because this one's going to be used in a strategy later, way later into the game that you're gonna see. So here I just went ahead and checked, make sure, because I haven't really checked through all, just make sure there wasn't anything in any of the places. So after I found out there wasn't really anything, I decided, okay, there's nothing here, let's head out. So here we head on to the back, and it's gonna be like this little weird looking door, and you're gonna see these like more than once. So you, right here, this is the warp gate. This weird looking machine is something that's gonna like come up later in the game. I mean, we're rarely ever gonna use it. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm not really sure why it was implemented into the game. So right here, I try to get so I get into a battle so I can go ahead and show you guys the living toys. So yeah, we also have a new enemy here. So the living toys here: Cupid, the Bomb, Dark, Postal, Mr. O'Neill, and Viper. So right now I don't really have any of the ones I'm going to be using right now. The ones that will show up, ones I use will probably show up a little bit later. But right now I decided to use Viper to show you kind of what they do. This one has them paralyzed for 3 turns. It's pretty funny when they get paralyzed, as you can see. They get hit and then they freeze in the position. It's really funny. But after this fight, go inside and head on inside little area here, and then we open up right here. It's a living toy. But that's all the time we have for it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode, we're going to be delving deeper into the cave of fear. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. Either way, I'll see you guys then.